Greetings, Glitter Gang. Happy Thursday. It's 2 o'clock on Thursday, April 29th. You're here for Scrap Chat. This is Kathryn Scraps Live. My name is Kathryn, and I will be crafting live today. That's what we do. We have a lot going on today because this is the show before National Scrapbook Day. It's technically our first National Scrapbook Day show because we will be starting the National Scrapbook Day project today. I'll get out my big planning notebook. We'll be doing our big, plan and start working on what we can do ahead of time in terms of being able to complete it kind of quickly. The goal is to complete the National Scrapbook Day project as quickly as possible because we made really good progress on the box set album remastered last week. We just whizzed through the last of the album. Here it is. Isn't it beautiful? Look how big it is. Just to give you an idea, I have really big hands. So it's even bigger than it looks. So smaller than it appears, or larger than it appears. But here it is. This is what we did last week. We finished it. This uses the Infinity binding, the Beyond Infinity binding, which is designed for albums bigger than 12 by 12. And that's what this album is. It's bigger than 12 by 12. It's 8.5 by 15, or 8 by 15.5 rather. Very large album. We have 2 more to make. So we don't want to get bogged down. Not bogged down like it's a negative thing if we don't want to spend weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks with National Scrapbook Day like we did with whatever the Scrappy Bowl. That was it. So, because we want to keep going with that album. So, okay. Now, what are my general... So my general thought is this. We're going to do a folio. We're going to do kind of a strange shape. I think we're going to do something either tall and skinny or wide. Kind of the same dimensions as the one we just did. I'll talk about why I want to do it. That way, when I show you the paper that I've chosen, which I think is really cool, by the way, and the paper is on sale for like 2 more hours, so I'm going to get to the paper pretty quickly so that if you want to buy it during the show and save some money, you can, okay? I put links in the video description if you're watching live to the paper collection where I bought it, which was Etsy. However, also, it's Tanya Kart, Tanyakart, who is the designer on Etsy. And I'm going to show it to you in Photoshop. We're going to show you all the elements in the papers, okay? But all the links are in the video description. If you're watching on the recording, the sale may be over because when I bought mine earlier today, it said there was only 6 hours left on the sale. But if you're watching on the video description, in the archives, I put a text file in the folder labeled 2021 National Scrapbook Day, which if you're watching this video in the archives, you have found that folder. Congratulations to you. And there's a text file in there with links to all the elements that I'm about to show. So we're going to do that. That's all going to happen pretty quickly. Today is also book club day. So we are going to discuss the storied life of A.J. Fikry. I don't know how much we'll be discussing with the storied life of A.J. Fikry this afternoon. We may have to do the bulk of it tonight just because planning sessions typically don't have a lot of chit-chat time. So, really, that's just it. I mean, it's hard to plan an album and chit chat at the same time. That's all. I'm gonna sorry, I'm just getting a link to the National Scrapbook Day Prize sign-ups. All right, so I'm gonna post a link in the chat to the sign-ups for National Scrapbook Day. You have until noon on Sunday to sign up because I've decided to do my show on Sunday. I know that Saturday is technically National Scrapbook Day. However, I'm still going to do my show on Sunday. How's that? I'm just going to do that. The reason why is because there's a lot going on Saturday. and I don't want you to have to choose what you want to watch. So I'm gonna move my show to Sunday and free up some of your time on Saturday. How about that? So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do my show on Saturday, or no, I'm gonna do my show on Sunday, which is why you have until noon on Sunday to sign up. So let's just say I'm doing the National Scrapbook Day after party, okay? So I'm doing the after party, the hangover party. That's what we're doing here at Kathryn Scraps. So we're going to do it at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. That way you can party all weekend. 2 p.m. is now, basically. It's the same time as my regular afternoon show, 2 p.m. Eastern USA time. So whatever time it is where you are now, that's when I'll be back on Sunday. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it on Sunday. Yeah, because I am a rebel and a rule breaker. That's what just do what I want. Pretty much what I've always done. So just be aware that it's not 2 p.m. Saturday, which is National Scrapbook Day. Actually, it's 2 p.m. Sunday because I'm hosting the after party. All right. Okay. So those are the main announcements. So basically what you want to do, you know what? Let me just edit this video description. Let me see if I can edit the video description of the live stream without crashing anything. Everyone's probably like, please don't touch anything. What are you doing? No, stop. Why would you do anything? I'm going to see if I can edit the description. You'll probably have to refresh if I do this, but, whatever, I'm going to do it anyway. I posted the link in the chat. For those of you watching on the recording, it's on my Facebook page. So that's facebook.com/user/Kathryn Scraps, or is it just facebook.com/Kathryn Scraps? It's just facebook.com/Kathryn Scraps. You don't even have to put user. So if you want to find the prize ups, if you want to find the prize sign-ups for National Scrapbook Day and you're watching in the archives, just go to facebook.com/Kathryn Scraps, and it'll be like 2 or 3 posts down depending on when you click it. And remember, you have until noon on Sunday, May 2nd to sign up, and class will be at 2 on Sunday, May 2nd. All those times are Eastern USA. As always, there is a time zone converter linked in the video description if you need to convert it to where you live. All right, so I'm just going to go and see if the video description has updated. Yeah, so if you refresh your page, you'll see the NSD prize signups link. I mean, I posted it in the chat, so whatever. Remember that you can always get a second entry to win by sharing the post. And there was a question earlier about why couldn't people comment on the post in the group, in the Facebook group, and that's because only comments on the original post will enter you to win. So I turned off commenting on the Facebook group post so there would be no confusion, which caused confusion. So here we are. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? There's no way. There's no way for me to get it right, but that's okay. I've accepted it. And it is what it is. All right. Okay. So we're doing a folio that's a book club journal. We're going to design it to record our books for book club this year. We're going to do that later on in this show. Also later on in this show, we'll be discussing the Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin, which was our book club book. Now I'm going to tell you what the book club books are for May, which you will be voting on in the Facebook group starting tomorrow. The sale on that paper is fantastic, Ellen. I agree. You save a ton. It's like, it goes from like $40 to $13. So, and the paper is gorgeous. I'm really excited for you all to see it. I love it. I think it's going to be so fun and fresh. Great vibes. Love it. So I'm going to go over the paper. I'm going to show it to you in Photoshop. It is a digital paper, so wherever you are, you can get it. Why is my phone in my hand? Oh, right, because I need to look up the May books. Okay, so the May books, I've already told you what they are. I know, but now I have the June books too, so that you can put the June books on hold, and some of them did have quite a chunky hold at my library, so some of them might be kind of popular. I just can't find my list where I put all the books. Here it is. No, 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 no. Okay, here we go. So, all right. So for May, we have Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. We have Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. And we have The Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arakawa with translation by Philip Gabriel. And all three of those books were books that did not win. They did not win the month they were up for voting in book club, but that I read them anyway, and I thought they were good. Okay, so that's May. You'll be voting on those starting tomorrow, per usual. Then the theme for June is books with pools on the cover, and that theme comes from Gretchen. And I have 3 books for you with pools on the cover. So, we have The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. That's The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. No, just show me the book, please. Okay. We have The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. That's The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. And I believe both The Last Mrs. Parrish and The Mother-in-Law are thrillers or mystery thrillers. I just realized that The Mother-in-Law has a hold at my library, and I didn't put it on hold, so now I'm putting it on hold. So here we are. All right. And then the third book, which is not a mystery thriller, is Sex and Vanity by Kevin Kwan. And Kevin Kwan is the author of Crazy Rich Asians. That trilogy, this is not, I don't think, part of that trilogy. I think it's just a standalone novel, but there is that blue spot is a pool on top of a high rise. His books are about rich people. You know, if you like kind of, well, I mean, you all saw Crazy Rich Asians. You know what his books are like. His books are like Crazy Rich Asians. So, okie dokie. Gretchen says she read The Mother-in-Law and it was pretty good. So there you go. Keep that in mind for when it comes to vote on June's books. But that won't be for a month. I'm just telling you now. So if you need to put them on hold, you can put them on hold. And I think that's it for announcements. So let's look at the paper. All right. I'm going to switch to Photoshop because it's a digital paper and I haven't printed them out because I found them this morning. But again, they are linked in the video description if you're watching live on YouTube. They are currently on sale for a lot off. Sale ends, I don't know, in a couple hours. So if you're watching live, make a decision quick. The collections are by Tanya Cart, and they are Bookaholic and My Bookworm Life. Bookaholic and My Bookworm Life. The papers and the elements are sold separately. I'm going to get rid of the grid so you can see the papers more easily. So one of the things about her papers is her papers are continuous. And so what that means is, I'm just going to show you, but what it means is that if you want the pattern to be smaller, you can make it smaller. See, because you can put 4 of them together to make a quad. And then you can shrink that down to 12 by 12. And so they'll be smaller. Okay, Fran says that as of 12:15 p.m. Eastern USA time, there's 2 hours and 45 minutes left in the sale. So it ends at 5 p.m. Eastern USA time. Okay, so we can play with how dense the patterns are with this collection, because she has taken the time to make the patterns continuous, and you can see that every edge matches up with every edge. Look at that. Okay, so because every edge matches up with every edge, these are seamless designs. So we can, you know how sometimes I run into the problem where I'm like, this pattern is too small. We're not going to run into that problem with this paper collection. Okay, either of them. So here we have the I Love Books page, super cute, love it. Again, imagine this paper. See here where up here where it's Born to Read is cut off, so Born's on one and Read's on the other. Again, we can join this all together to make one page with lots of Born to Reads. Here you can see the neck of the lamp. Over here, that will continue on. All of the patterns are like this. All of the patterns are like this. Okay, I'm a bookaholic and I regret nothing. Okay, excellent. And then we have the first of our ladies. There's a lot of ladies in this collection. All right. Turn the page, and then of course there are some neutral backgrounds that we can use as well. Here's another of our ladies. She's made essentially an embellishment cluster, and this is why I want to do kind of like, I want to do something that maybe is like twice as long as it is wide, because I'm imagining this as like a 6x6 element on a page. You know, maybe put two of them next to each other. Something like that. Where we can really take advantage of these really cool 6x6 images that she's included. Variety of skin tones included as well. So you have options there with the ladies. So you'll see some of the designs repeat because she's inclusive with her skin tones. Again, I think that just gives more options for the user, so I think that's great. And now I think we're into the other collection. So there's two collections that I used. It's Bookaholic is the first, and My Bookworm Life is the second. I love this owl. This owl is fantastic. Super, super adorable, the owl. I really think that's fun. Got our reading glasses here. And again, she's made these already, combined a bunch of her elements together to make scenes that we can use. So I want to build the album around these squares so we can use the squares. That's what I want us to keep in mind when we move on to the planning here. So here's her designer papers. So there's plenty of neutral backgrounds we can incorporate as well. I love this with the socks that say, "Shh, I'm reading." So cute. All right, and so now this is another one of these elements I love that I want to include. Mary says, I just bought it all because it's so cheap. That's what I did, Mary. I just bought it all because it was so cheap. Isn't it? But it's so cute, too. All right, just one more chapter. Oh, that happens to me. Just one more chapter, 3 hours later. Oops. And then here we are into the elements. So, you know, we've got plenty of elements, some on backgrounds, some not on backgrounds. They're all PNG files, so we'll be able to, you know, manipulate them however we want. But there's plenty of them. Maybe the answer here, if with the elements, is not Photoshop, but let's see if I can get the Windows photo viewer. Here we go. All right. Some of them are on hard to see on the dark background, but I'm just going to scroll through them pretty quickly. You can see that the ones that say things, the ones that are just words, we can layer over the books like she's done. See how she has used these different elements to build little scenes too, which I think is super cute. Any of the phrases we can add to the backs of the books that the ladies are holding. See, we get a lot of different ladies again here. So you're going to see the same design repeat with just the different skin tones. I like how her brain is just filled with books. And I believe she hand paints these. So I believe she hand paints these and scans them. I think I read that somewhere on her page. Okay, so that is one set of elements. So that, again, that's just one set of elements. That was the Bookaholic elements. And now I will show you the My Bookworm Life elements. So with My Bookworm Life, we have, it comes with a folder that's just called Girls, and it's all just different girls, different hairstyles, different skin tones, different quotes on the books. Just a wide variety of girls. And then we have one she's calling Scenes, where she's used the girls to make scenes. It's kind of hard to see. There is words here, but because my background is dark, then it's going to be hard to see. But, you know, there are scenes that she's done. And we can put these on any of the backgrounds that she's included, because she has included background textures as well, which is what I'll be showing you next. So here are the textures. So she's got a variety of these background textures that we can layer the scenes over for all kinds of different looks. So this is a really well thought out grouping, I think. And this is part of My Bookworm Life. This is what we're looking at, My Bookworm Life now. And then these are just the elements. So we have just one more chapter, different books, different chairs, the key, the book with the coffee, another book with coffee with a chunky blanket. We have the owl, key without words, blanket by itself, owl by itself, books with fairy lights, cute mug, cute glasses, all kinds of little scenes where she's put all the elements together all ready to build little embellishment clusters. Okay, so that is oh my gosh, yes, Candy said you could use you could use these quotes and all these elements to make bookmarks for the people who are still reading paper books. Absolutely. That's a really good point. For sure, for sure. Okay, so those are all the embellishments. I don't even know. Embellishments. Did I get the clip art or the stickers? I got whatever I linked because I took those links from my order page. So let me just go look and see what the links are for. I'm pretty sure I got the clip art because I think the stickers are put on like 8.5 sheets for planners or something like that, where they're already kind of, she's laid them out, I think. And so I just got the clip art so I could just do my own thing. Yes, I got the Book Lover clip art and the planner clip art. So the My Bookworm Life one, she's calling on her, here. I'm going to just show you on my computer screen so you know exactly what I got. Okay, so these are them. All right, so it's, and if this is on Etsy, here's her store. AT Art Digital is the name of her store, and the designer's name is Tanya Cart with a K. And then, so I got the My Bookworm Life paper pack, digital paper pack, and the book and the Bookaholic digital paper pack. So this is the Bookaholic digital paper pack. This is the My Bookworm Life digital paper pack. I got both of those. And then she's calling it the Book Lover Clip Art. So this is the Bookaholic clip art, and then the My Bookworm Life clip art. So it was the clip arts that I got. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? I think we're okay. So just to recap, National Scrapbook Day show is Sunday, 2 p.m. If you want to be eligible to get a prize, you need to sign up on Facebook at facebook.com/Kathryn Scraps before noon on Sunday. That's Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. That's so Sunday, May 2nd, 2021, 2 p.m. is class. Sunday, May 2nd, 2021, noon is deadline to post, share, etc. Then we have, so that's the classes. Link in the video description to all of the digital files that I just showed you. Or if you're watching in the archives, there's a link in the folder in the archives where you're watching this video. It's just a text file that has all the links. So it's a text file that has links. You can copy those and go to them on Etsy. So wherever you're watching this, the link is not far from you to where you can get these papers. Okay. And that's it. That's it. That's it. So here's what I want to do. I want to talk about the base of the album, because I think it might be kind of fun to do a craft base. We're gonna make a folio. It's probably gonna look like a wallet. I was thinking of using the craft text, the craft colored craft text. I don't use it a lot, and the reason why I don't use it a lot is because it's such an orange craft that it's hard to match craft paper to it. However, you have to be present to win as usual, yes. I noticed that the pumpkin pie from ColorMate's Smooth and Silky is really close, actually. Really quite close. So that could be a fun option. However, that's going to be like it's going to be a super warm look. So the other thing is, if we want to keep like cool because the colors she chose are pretty cool for the collections. So it's going to be more high contrast if we use an orange. Okay, more high contrast. We can keep it cool two ways. One is I can use black craft text. And the other is I have some chocolate. I think I have just enough of the chocolate. I could use the chocolate. So that's another way to go. Obviously black is the easiest, but I thought maybe we would switch it up and do not black. So I was thinking maybe chocolate is the way to go, quite honestly, because it's still real neutral compared to this, which is very orange. I think I'll go with chocolate. Unless you all have any strong objections, I will go with chocolate. What are your thoughts? You want to do the pumpkin and craft? All right, let's vote. Okay, so 1 would be black, 2 would be chocolate, and 3 would be pumpkin. I think pumpkin will be the most interesting. It will be the most energetic. It's definitely outside the box for what we do. A lot of things have had very neutral. We've used a lot of gray this year in particular with our bases. However, we can do whatever. So we've got 1 is black. So type a 1 in the chat if you want a black base. 2 is this chocolate. And then 3 is the craft and the pumpkin. So you all go ahead and vote. And I might overrule you anyways. So we'll see. We'll see. But whichever one we go with, I will figure out today. Will the paper go with the pumpkin? Yeah, I think so. But here, let's do this. What is this? Pumpkin pie. Okay. Pumpkin pie cardstock. By the way, there was some confusion when I got the new colors as to whether pumpkin and pumpkin pie were different colors, or if they had just renamed pumpkin to pumpkin pie, or if they had just retired pumpkin. And now they no longer have a color named pumpkin. So pumpkin pie is the only one they have. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up some of the paper and we can look at it side by side with the thing. So back over here we go. All right. Okay, so here's why I think it'll work. All right, this teal and this kind of burnt orange color, they're not exactly opposite each other on the color wheel, but they are pretty close. You know, they're definitely on opposite sides of the color wheel. So what you're going to get from that is high energy, okay? But really, this is the only color that you can't read as a neutral in the collection. Everything else is skin toned, pink, gray, like very neutral, very washed out. So nothing is going to pick up and fight with the orange other than this teal. And I think that the way they're going to do it, I think it'll look really cool. I don't think it'll look bad or weird. You can see they look fine on the screen next to each other. It's just going to intensify this teal is what it's going to do. So that teal's just going to come forward more. All right. So that is, I'm pretty sure that's Bookaholic. Yeah. Okay. So now let's look at my Bookworm Life, and you can see that in my Bookworm Life, the same color is the it color. It's in the teal family. All right. It's very much in the same family. So the two collections blend very well with each other. And I don't think we're going to have a problem with anything fighting with anything. I think that it'll just read neutral for the most part, but it'll be like a high energy neutral versus a like cooling, calming neutral. So really that's the decision you're making, because black and the chocolate are going to have the same effect, which will be a cooling neutral. Whereas with the other, the pumpkin pie, I think it's going to be like a more high energy neutral. So that's really the decision. And you know what? Maybe let's just do pumpkin pie. Let's just do pumpkin pie, because here's why. I think it's going to look cool, but maybe it's going to look terrible. So better to find out from me doing it that it's going to look terrible than from you doing it. So, unless, look, here, let's do this. I will quickly print the like sheet that has all the pages on it. Okay. I will quickly print that for both of them, and I'll hold it up to the orange, and if we want to throw up, then we'll know. That's what we'll do. Okay. We'll just do that. That's what we'll do. So if we want to throw up, then we'll know, right? So I'm just going to make it as big as I can and print it out. And I'm printing it from a screenshot, so this isn't going to be the most high quality print out, but we just need the colors. So and I'll print it on the Epson paper, which will give them I'll print it on the koala paper, which will make it bluer and will intensify the blue. That way we'll see the blue at its absolute most blue. And that's what we'll do. So that's what that's what I'll do. All right, and then we'll just see. We'll just see. But she also has really cute stuff for, like, Gretchen posted in the comments she's going to check out her I'm Not a Morning Person collection. She also has a collection that is I Am a Morning Person. So she has one for whichever way you swing there. And then she also has, like, if you're really into planners, she's got shopping. She's really into winter. She has tons of winter, Christmas, etc. collections. She's got a fall collection called Cozy Season. She's got summer collections. She's got, if you're really into plants, she has a plant life collection. She's got some witchy stuff for Halloween. So she's got a lot of stuff. All right, so I'm just, like I said, I'm going to print these in the koala paper, and that way they will be the bluest they could possibly be. That way, no matter what paper I use, the blue will either be the same intensity or less intensity. By the way, when I had to clean my print heads, it printed out a report of how many sheets I printed on it, and I printed over 800 sheets. And I don't use this printer for really much of anything other than printing digital paper. So those are all pretty much, you know, digital paper sheets. And I am just now finishing my first set of inks. So if you wanted to know what the, like, real-time number of sheets you would get out of one set of inks is, it looks like it's probably going to be somewhere around 1,000. 12 by 12 sheets. France, I said check out a few other collections, see what else you might want, and Fran's is reporting back that she already has put 14 other collections of hers into her bag. Yeah, I know. I need to go after the show and look at what other stuff I might want, because it's so cute. It's all so cute. So. But yeah, I got distracted earlier because I was clicking through all her stuff because I didn't know she had 2 book collections. But she came up and she had a planner one, and I was like, this is kind of cute. You know, it has a, like, National Scrapbook Day vibe. You know, maybe we'll just go in this direction. And then when I was, like, clicking through all her collections, just paging through all the pages, I saw that she had 2 book ones, and I was like, oh, we'll go with the book ones. Oh, they look really nice printed, everyone. I think you're going to be happy. Remember, I am using koala paper, which is my bluest paper. It's the coolest paper I have, and it always accentuates blues in paper collections. So what that means is that if the blue's going to be like a problem and look crazy with the orange, it's going to be with this paper collection that we find that out, or with this particular paper that we find that out. But I actually love how it looks printed on this paper. It looks really nice. Mom, my printer is like freaking out for some reason. Hello? Okay. All right. Are you ready? Good job. I don't know why sometimes in between prints it's got to go through some like dramatic cycle. I don't know what it's doing, And then other times it just prints whatever is next. All right, so. All right, here we go. See, look at that. It's not weird at all. It's not weird at all. All right, I am going to show it on the brown as well. Although I don't have nearly as much brown as I thought. Although I probably have enough to do something, I really don't have a lot. So we may end up with orange just for like safety's sake. Okay. All right, so what's the difference? The difference is this is coming forward more, the purples, the stuff that has the purples. It is a tank printer, Vesta, yes. I have the Epson 16500, which is no longer for sale. They've replaced it with something else, but I don't know its number. The chocolate does look good. I'm surprised by how much of a difference it makes. So once again, we're just going to look at this. So here's what's happening. Where we're seeing the biggest difference is not in the blue, which is what I suspected. It's in this purplish gray. And I think this purplish gray does benefit from being on the chocolate in a way that this green doesn't, like, go either way. And the problem is I have so little of this chocolate that I don't know. I mean, I can probably make it work, but I'd have to be so careful. I do think it looks better on the chocolate. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll start, well, let's go get the other one. I just finished printing. Let's see if this changes anything. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Get out of here. Now this one I like better on the orange. And that's because of this pink. This pink is actually really getting a zhuzh from the chocolate, or from the orange. So I'll show you what I mean there. So you can see. All right. So watch the pink when I pull the chocolate away. So you can see this looks fine. I mean, it looks perfectly fine. This would look great if we went with this. But you see how the pink comes to life more on the orange? So this is a tough call because we have one. I think we'll go with the orange. I think we'll go with the orange. We'll do it. Both because that way I can make a mistake. I can make a mistake. And also because we just haven't done it. Let's just do it. Let's just be adventurous. Yeah, one thing I want to do in her shop is I want to see if she has like a salon, something salon, and maybe I can buy some elements to mix in with the salon album that we have coming up. If she has like a salon or a beauty shop or something like that. All right, so we're going to use the orange just because that's what I want to do mostly. And I do what I want, which is why we're having National Scrapbook Day on Sunday, not Saturday, and why the Washington Post and I share a masthead, and that's Democracy Dies in Darkness. So here we go. We have decided. I'm going to do the orange. You'll see the orange. If you don't like the orange, you can do black, or you can do chocolate. Or you can do, there's a gray. There's a gray. Check the black. I just put it away, but I'll put it on black cardstock. I mean, black is always going to work. Black, I think, is going to give us a similar effect to the chocolate. So if you don't have chocolate, I think you could go with black. In fact, because the the text is black. Black would probably be better than chocolate, because the text is black. But I think we're, so yeah, you could definitely make black work. And in fact, black would probably be better than chocolate. So, if you were torn between black and chocolate, I would go with black because the text is black and white. And so black's just going to match better. But instead, we're going to do pumpkin. We're going to do pumpkin. Yeah, black didn't add anything, but it also didn't take away, you know, and I think that it's always a safe bet, which is why we do kind of find ourselves using it a lot. And of course, you could also use gray as well. So if you have a bunch of graphite, here, let me hold it up to graphite. So if you have a bunch of the graphite cardstock, because we've been using it so much lately, my guess is graphite will look nice as well. Yeah, the graphite looks fine. It looks fine. So you can use the graphite as well. Again, graphite, you know, being gray, it's pretty neutral and you can use it for most things. Okay. All right. So I have already updated the video description to include ColorMate's Smooth and Silky and the color Pumpkin Pie. That's what I'm going to be using. That's it. It's official. It's official. So that's the official color. Oops, I just closed the stream. Okay, sorry. Hopefully YouTube is still broadcasting in the background. Why am I have too many windows. That's the problem. I have too many windows. Hopefully I didn't kill the stream. I appear to not have killed the stream. It looks like it's fine. Right? If I'm still broadcasting and you heard me say the word weasel, type an 82 in the chat. All right. It looks like it's totally fine. I just closed my preview window, but I appear to be all good. So, all right. Weasel. Yay. Everyone heard me say weasel. Thank goodness for the weasels. Okay. Woohoo. We're all set. All right. So, I'm going to use from Tanya Cart's Etsy store, the Bookaholic digital paper collection and the Bookaholic clip art collection. Those will be my embellishments. I'm going to use the My Bookworm Life digital paper collection and the clip art collection. And the clip art collection will be my embellishments. And those are all on sale until 5 p.m. today. So if you are watching live or shortly after I broadcast, then you have the opportunity to get them while they're on sale. The sale lasts until 5 p.m. Eastern. It looks like, based on what her store is telling people, for how long the store lasts. That takes the total cost of all the items from around $40 to $13. So it's definitely worth doing. And then if you want to check out the other stuff in her shop, this is like the time to get some of her things. I'm going to use ColorMate Smooth and Silky in the color Pumpkin Pie. I've put a link in the video description already. If you are watching on the recording, ColorMate Smooth and Silky is sold by thepapermillstore.com. And what you do is just go to thepapermillstore.com and into the search bar type Silky Pumpkin, and then this color will come up. And then you can click on it and buy it. She has cosmetic clip art. Nice. Nice. All right, so that's the pumpkin pie. I'm going to use it with the craft text. With the craft text, pre-washed versus unwashed, I just use the unwashed. The pre-washed you want to use if you're going to wash it. So craft text can be used like a fabric to make things that can go in the wash. And you want to get the pre-washed if you're going to put it in the wash That way it won't shrink and mess up your project. But if you're doing paper crafts, you can do unwashed and it's no problem. But also, if you're doing paper crafts, you can get whichever one is cheaper. But what I have is the unwashed for sure. I don't think it says unwashed because I think at the time that I bought this, they didn't make the washed. But anyway. All right. Okay. So that's it. That's all you need to know. So that's the prep stuff. So make sure that you go and you sign up. Go to facebook.com/Kathryn Scraps and get yourself signed up for prizes. Put the class on your calendar. Put a reminder in your phone that I'm going to be live 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, May 2nd. So I'm not doing it on National Scrapbook Day. I'm doing it the day after because I'm doing the hangover party. You can get an extra entry to win a prize by sharing the Facebook post as well. If you don't have Facebook, you have to bribe someone who does have Facebook to sign you up. But you can have someone else sign you up. And I think that's it. That's it for announcements, prep, etc. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a recording break here. And we're going to start planning out what we can do with the album. Okay? So we're going to start planning the album itself. So I'm going to do a recording break here. So if you're watching live, just hang tight. Nothing's going to change for you. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, these National Scrapbook Day shows will be available on YouTube as well as in the archives because it is a free project. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please check out my shows. I'm live every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. We do lots of fun projects. You can always watch live. If you want to see what kind of projects I've done in the past, check out the link below for my archives membership. And I have thousands of classes in there that I have done over the years. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm going to head out now. And in the next video, I'll be doing the planning. So we'll be working together to build an album design for the project. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This is part of a playlist, so check out the playlist to see all the videos. Bye now.